Hello guys, my name is Siesta. In this video I would like to share my experience from Faceit and try to have a guide for Mirage on Faceit. I don't know if I'm gonna make a series of like every map on Faceit autoplay, but Mirage is like the most popular map, so that's why I wanted to cover it up. I don't want to go into like full macro details, just want to like briefly say that maybe you are not having a fun playing this map, or you're not playing that good on this map, so maybe some of the tips could help you. I don't know if this will have some certain structure, but I will just keep it simple and we'll see how it goes. So I want to start on T side. I think there is a certain ways how you can approach it, okay? You can either play heavy mid or you can try to get entry on sides, okay? I think the best actually strategy that you can call for your team, and this is not strategy, but this is like a default, let's say, is that you have 2 or 3 middle and 2 under, okay? Why I say 2 or 3? Because you can have 2 and 1 is, for example, lurking, right? But you always, if you want to play heavy mid, always like 4 players on mid at least, with 1 lurker, let's say, to say or something. And this is really good because if you are 2 mid, you can hold for the push, right? And then 2 players can trade up in under and they can just take it from here. I think under is so like undervalue position on Face It, because like con players are not usually picking like this, and if they do you can trade each other, and there is not much util going on in under. Maybe one Molotov and then you can go. And I think this is so good because if you are going into window, I'll tell you why is it so strong. It's gonna win you every single round for real. So I think playing under is really good, okay? Now, what do you want to be doing? So in under you can either like, for example, flash right click like this, jump, play anti, and insta peek, or you can hold for the push and one can go closer or something. Now you take this position, always watch for a peek, because a lot of comp players, like on every elo I guess, they're smoking and sometimes they're peeking under, so watch out for that. And also when you go out under, just watch out the short player, because again, a lot of faced players on short, they're throwing this smoke. I think everyone see it, right? And they can go here and just hold you, so watch out for that. Now, when you're in this position, always use your utility. So I would definitely recommend to smoke topcon from here. I think this topcon smoke is really useful, because for cities they don't know what to do with it. And definitely draw some Molotov. But why I told you to mostly or always boost him in though is because you can actually stay there and you're gonna have a really big successful chance to actually flank, okay? Why is that? Because on CT, window player, right, is for example picking with AVP, right, and or doing some play, and after that he picks with AVP, he's not gonna just stand here. Maybe he's gonna break it, okay, maybe he's gonna repick, okay, but he's not gonna just stand here and hold, right? He's gonna leave. And AVPs are rotating to CT and B, right? And in team environment it's a bit different, because then con player knows that window player leaves, so he needs to take like play more like a jungle and con, so he's gonna check the boost. But in especially lower elos or even like 2k 3k elos, the window player, he's gonna rotate and there is no one jungler and you have just so free space to lurk here. And even then, you like smoke top con, you pressure this con guy, and this guy is kind of like more focused towards con. So I'm just saying that this flank is really successful mostly. So definitely play this. You can also play mid, right? And just take ladder, take con, right? You can take ladder with flash like this, for example. And you can take ladder and then you can like go away. So the point is that you will have some certain checkpoint right here. I already talked about it in some of my videos. For example, you're gonna place a guy here in con or in ladder, and then you're gonna all fall back and regroup towards B, for example. And this guy is like a late rook and can activate later, right? Or you can do split and stuff. So that's kind of like the options for the map. Or you can also play towards sides, right? So sometimes it's really good to change the tempo and, for example, go towards B. Try to find an opening. I really do like, because you have better spawn than... If you have the best spawn, you can beat the molly timing. The spread is also low. And you can actually go here and try to kill. You're really close, so if you're gonna like shoot, you can instantly go activate. It's really unpredictable. And just try to make opening on B is really good. Opening on A is really good as well. Most of the CTs throwing obviously the CT molly, which is bad. It's not spreading enough. So for example, you have molly here. And what you can do is that you can jump on this platform and you are not burning, and you can just check this, and it's sometimes unexpected to do. You can just crouch here, because when you don't crouch, you're exposed to many angles. So you crouch here, you check one by one. When you see, you stand, you shoot, and you kill. Fairly simple, but you can get easy entries by it. And yeah, Mirage on T side is really simple. So I just want to say this strategy with under is really good. On CT side, depends how you play. But I just want to go over all the positions just briefly to say like how you should play and stuff. So as the A player, obviously, two A players, I would definitely communicate with your teammate like first spawn will molly ramp and second spawn will flash. It's really good. Like always throw flashes on top mid. It's so important. Many mid players are dying because of it. And then I mean you can play for retake. It really depends on you if you want to jump spot from ticket or just play more committed. You can also like play this position and yeah, other positions like this for example. So yeah. I also saw a lot of players, and this is in team environment, but in face it could work, is that you leave A open and you play two towards con, and this A player is playing from stairs, right? So you can check like this, you can check like this, and you can support your con and maybe pick mid together and then fall back, play more retake-ish on A. But it's up to you how you want to play. Con player can do a lot of aggressive plays. Obviously use the smoke, right, of the ledge. Con player can like just run up mid and fight, or he can play around the con smoke. Always time your HEs, so if they smoke in your top con or full con, right, you time your HEs when you want to break it. And always communicate with your short player, right? So also with window players. So you want to fight together, you don't want to fight alone. So for example, you play on second timing, right? So you don't fight early, you just throw the smoke and you chill, right? And now for example they smoke you full con, there is a mid pressure, you say can we fight mid? Let's do it, okay. 3 to 1, you break it, you peek, right? You can also throw flash over like this and then peek this guy. This guy is full blind. You don't expect this slash, mostly he's focused on window, he's full blind. And don't peek further, but just peek this for example. And yes, just play around it. As a AVP player, as a window player, it's really important to understand that you don't play only window. I would definitely recommend to start always window on face it, because people is gonna get a lot of punished by it. But if they don't go out mid, or they're understanding that you break in it, then obviously start differently, right? Start ladder, start con, start under. You like it's really good to just jump under, right? Smoke yourself, get a kill, and then surviving and again playing on second timing, right, with your teammates. Start B, whatever. But always like when you start window, you get a kill, you molly box, right, for example. You can break if you want. Again, communicate with your teammate. I want to break, let's fight together. And then obviously go CT. What I like to do is I like to smoke palace before and then immediately go CT. And on CT you want to micromanage your teammates a bit. So if this guy is for example playing from ticket or default, you want to say, can you play more committed, let's say, if you want to, obviously. If you have advantage, don't do it, just hold ramp. He's gonna hold palace for example. But if you don't, then you can search ramp for example for info, you flash for him, he take info, he take prime position. And now you can play from ticket and hold mid, right? Again, let your con player, as we talked before, let your con player to know that they can boost windows, so play more towards jungle and you hold from ticket with AVP. You can also go short if you want with AVP. So that means you can boost your teammate on this box holding under. And you can play from ladder or something. It's really good setup, I like it a lot. They shouldn't be able to cross, only if they crouch like this, which people don't do mostly, so they can't cross without noticing them. And yeah, short player is something that I don't have that much experience with. But I think that as a short player, you obviously can do some certain utils. I don't know if this is good to throw this smoke and molly. I guess in certain situation, yes. But again, communicate with your con player so you can play together. Definitely play ladder. Play ladder a lot because people are not playing together as a team and they're not fighting ladder most on face it. So you can see like T just going out like this with AK and it should be your kill, right? You jiggling, you get a kill, and in ladder you have so free kills because also the molly spreads not on the top, so you have like easy kills as well. And yeah, I mean, just kind of this. You can use this smoke to pick under. Really good as well. So yeah. And on B, it's really simple. Your role is to just obviously jump spot if you want. You can. It's really good to just mid round go B and lurk it because they on face it no one is gonna hold like this. Like there is so small percentage that someone is D. Because like on T side they play aggressive towards B or they don't play B at all. They just play under. Because no one has the patience to do it, like it's a face it, you know. So I think that's why you can like push it a lot of times actually. And take this position or push like a flank even. And buy time. So when you see enemy, right? You see you have for example smoke and flash. So you see enemy, you buying time, right? You smoke, flash, boom, and now you pick. This guy if he picks, he's blind and you pick from here. So this is like a good combination that I like to do if I'm playing B. Use this bench as well, right? But most importantly, use those kind of advantage angles. And most importantly, buy time for the rotation. That's the reason, like don't fight directly, buy time for the rotation to come in. Get one kill, just buy time instantly. Okay? Now, in general, it's really good to understand if you want to fight mid or not. There is like a rule that everyone's fight mid at start, but you can also start sides, especially if you're a AVP player. You can like micromanage it a bit. You can flash for your teammates and play from ticket and play like play mid, but don't play directly. And also you can say, for example, let's play on second timing, right? So you don't play at start. You throw some default util. You don't play at start, and then for example, window player is holding HE. This guy is holding flash. This guy, you know, is ready as well to break the con smoke or something, and you play on second timing. This is surprising as well, with also A flashes. So yeah. One of my favorite strats to do when you're losing or when you want to change the tempo a bit is to rush mid, right? So 3 players rushing from window, right? They jumping like this, boom. You can HE and stuff, and you fight, right? One that is the best A spawn is like peeking connector, right? Just holding like top mid for the teammates, just peeking. And last is just delaying ramp A and flashing for them. You can do it with less numbers, but the most important thing about this push is that never fight like this, especially when they have OB, because that's like you're gonna die. And even with rifle, like this is not favorable fights because I don't know. I feel like always AKs will win this duel. So what you want to do is that you want to fight until here, let's say, and then you want to smoke it. And you can, that's bad smoke, and then you can like play, for example, behind this box and just chill, and everyone is rotating instantly to sides, because obviously it's gonna be some side if mid is clear. So yeah, that's one of the strats that you can do, for example, on Mirage.